108. Pay heed to only dwelling amongst those who are connected to the truth, but not amongst the deniers of the truth, so that you shall not become like them, and that you do not create punishment in yourselves through lovelessness and dispeace and unknownness, and do not give yourselves any deferment time limit for remaining amongst deniers of the truth if they confront you threateningly, intimidatingly / dangerously, so that you shall subserviently bow down in bondage to their lies about the truth. 109. It shall not be held against you as non-right if you dwell amongst deniers of the truth or consort with them, providing you do not let yourselves be made uncertain in your love of truth. 110. Truly, if you dwell amidst deniers of the truth or consort with those who were previously knowing in the truth and fell away from it, then protect yourselves in particular from their fickleness, change of mind, because they are 7 times more slanderous, calumnious, in their denial of the truth than those who have never been connected to the teaching of truth before. 111. And truly, those who have fallen away from the truth after previously having been connected to it and who continue to wallow in the unknownness of the truth, they will not rue this quickly, but will be confused for a long time and will always be concerned to slander, calumniate those who are knowing in the truth and to make them turn away from their love of the truth. 112. As for those who are knowing in the truth and the teaching of truth of the prophets, you shall not accept either gold or other values from them if they, in their wanting to buy themselves free from the bad of their unknowing, are giving it as ransom. Truly, it is not possible to free oneself from bad and pangs of conscience, from vices and lapses, by performing penitence, atonement, and by making a penitential payment, indulgence / fine / ransom, because liberation from this can only come about through an elimination, no repetition, of the misdeeds, errors, and, if necessary, by an appropriate fulfillment of guidelines. If priests and other servants of tin gods and servants of gods accept penitence, atonement, and a penitential payment, indulgence / fine / ransom, then they are doing not right and are only interested in robbing their believers, because they cannot guarantee forgiveness for bad and guilt or for vice and lapses either through penitence, atonement, or through a penitential payment, indulgence / fine / ransom, because forgiveness can only be granted by those who committed the bad and lapses themselves and have loaded the guilt or vice on themselves, as well as by those who had to suffer under them. 113. You can only achieve righteousness, conscientiousness, if you are fair ones, responsible ones, and knowing ones, and fulfillers of the truth and of the laws and recommendations of the creation, and you are also fair ones, responsible ones, and righteous ones, conscientious ones, if you give to the poor and needy from that which is dear to you. 114. And truly, all food and all drink is permitted to you, with the exception of that which is adverse to your well-being, because it is inedible or undrinkable due to being dangerous and deadly. 115. And as you want to be fair ones, responsible ones, and righteous ones, conscientious ones, abide by the teaching of the prophets so that you follow their words and are truthful in following the truth and the laws and recommendations of the creation. 116. However, those amongst you who fabulate, invent lies and slanders, calumnies, against the prophets and their teaching, and against the truth and against the laws and recommendations of the creation, you are committing an outrage against all irrefutability, rightness / reality / flawlessness / authenticity / truthfulness of the inner world of the firmament's universal consciousness. 117. The prophets have spoken the truth since time immemorial, therefore follow their teaching, their explanations and words, so that you are connected to the truth, as you are connected to the prophets, and next to them you shall not have any false prophets and not lend them your ear. 118. And the teaching of the true prophets is the teaching of truth, the teaching of spirit, the teaching of life, originating out of the laws and recommendations of the creation and of the appearance nature, created by it, and it is overabundant in boons, prosperousness / fullness / fruitfulness, etc., as a guideline, signposting / leading thought for all peoples. 119. The teaching of truth provides clear signs, evidence, and whoever recognizes and understands them shall find true love and peace in himself, as well as freedom and unity, harmony. Guide your inner world consciousness on a pilgrimage to the truth, so that you fulfill your duty of unfolding evolution / growth, which is the sense of life. 120. Anyone amongst you who persists in unknowing and does not follow the duty to follow the truth may consider that although you are independent from all creatures' creations, in your volition you have free will. You are, however, subject to the laws and recommendations of creation and of the appearance nature that it has created. Therefore you cannot escape them and determine your life yourselves for good or ill through your bearing behavior, by your own account responsibility. 121. Why do you deny the truth and therefore also the teaching of the prophets and their signs, marvels, which demonstrate the truth to you? 122. And why do you keep all of those away from the teaching of truth who are striving to search for the real truth and are willing to follow the laws and recommendations of knowledge and wisdom? 123. And why do you try to make the straight path of truth into a crooked one, considering you are yourselves witnesses to the signs, evidence, of the prophets and their teaching of truth, but know that your slanderous, calumnious deeds will not remain without consequences for you, because you are bringing affliction and harm on yourselves and will have to carry them. 124. And you who know about the truth, if you obey even in any small way those who slander, calumniate the truth, then they will make you unknowing in the truth again, although you had been connected to it. 125. Ask yourselves, however, how you can once again become unknowing in the truth after the signs, evidence, of the truth have been brought forward to you by the prophets who dwell amongst you, or who have dwelt amongst you time and time again, and also brought you the signs, evidence, of the truth. And if you consider your question, then you will know that you can only fall away from the truth again because you are doubting and do not hold fast to what will truly lead you on the right path. 126. You, however, who know about the truth of the primal raising creation, be respectful, deferential in your knowledge, and make sure that death does not befall you while turned away from the truth. 127. And all of you keep firm to the lifeline of the teaching of truth, and do not be disunified amongst one another in any way, neither in your existence with one another nor in the explanation of the teaching of truth, the teaching of spirit, the teaching of life. 128. Always think of the grace, favor / mildness of the laws and recommendations of the origin creation when you are following them. Therefore also think of the grace, favor / mildness, which you shall give to those who call themselves your enemies, so that enmity may turn into true friendship, come together in love and bring understanding and insight forth for one another, so that you may be like brothers and sisters, and may respect and protect one another. 129. Do not bring yourselves to the edge of a firing pit due to enmity. Rather guard yourselves against this, so that you do not fall headlong into one and are not burned beyond recognition as the result of your hatred and your thirst for revenge. Fulfill the laws and recommendations of creation and of the appearance nature, clearly and decisively, as has been taught you by the true prophets, so that you may be rightly guided. 130. And see to it that there is a growing community of people of your kind, fellow human beings, amongst you, which strives to fulfill the teaching of truth, the teaching of spirit, the teaching of life and goodness, and which incites, instructs to the right and refuses the non-right, so that it may go well with you.